Welcome to the podcast, guys. Welcome to Final Battle.
Bing
Yeah,
bong,
Bing bong,
bing bong.
Bing
F the chicken
bong.
strip, stupid. It's Joe Byron. You understand?
I should have mentioned this. I don't know if I told you the time you came over, but how we talked about the Unity thing, the policy they updated when you came over. It's a game
No, we
engine.
didn't.
Okay, we can start with that, I guess.
Okay.
So Unity is a game engine. A lot of people like to use it. A lot of popular indie games are made on it.
hmm
So I watched a video. Shout out Skill Up, really good game news channel. And reviews. So I'm just like, I don't know. I haven't recorded in a while. Okay, so so for Unity, they increased their I guess I'm not sure if it's a monthly subscription just to use their engine, but they increased the price of the base engine, the base price or whatever. But the thing that a lot of people hate, what they just did recently, this was on Twitter, formerly known as Twitter. They so apparently there's requirements for this to happen, but so you have to reach a certain amount of revenue and a certain amount of, I'm guessing, installs. But basically, every time your game is installed, you have to pay Unity a certain amount of money. And it's like every developer, every indie developer who has a Twitter, who doesn't even post anything or like makes a statement, they had to say something. It was crazy. Then of course Unity a week later they were like, we're sorry, we're gonna update our policies and let you know of the changes, that kind of thing. That BS. Because I didn't notice. A friend told me. So the CEO of Unity is a former CEO of EA, and EA is is a bad hombre. Yeah, and it's like, that's crazy. There's a lot of popular games on Unity. I would say probably top of my head, Hollow Knight, Silk Song, Called Lamb. That's the top of my list so far. There's a game, there's a developer that developed Slay the Spire. It's a deck building game. They have never said anything of what they're working on. It's because of what happened, they basically confirmed that they were working on a game on Unity for 2 years. And it's like, bro, you're telling me people had to say they were making games. So it's like, if they don't reverse the policy, they're basically gonna, yeah, they said it themselves. If they don't reverse the policy, they're gonna port the game to a different game engine. And it's like, that's fucked up, because then all that work went to waste.
All that
It
work
didn't go.
is cool.
I'm hip, yeah. It's like, it didn't go to waste, but it's like they kind of wasted some time. It's like, that's fucked up.
2 years is a long ass time in
Yeah,
anything to
yeah.
just switch it to something else. It's not like, oh, we have a podcast on YouTube, but we're going to Twitch, guys, because Twitch allows us to listen to certain songs or whatever.
Watch cat
It's a lot
videos.
different. Oh my god.
Yeah, but
Okay, so yeah, that is incredibly fucked up.
that's what happened
Um,
last week on Twitter. Yeah, it's like, that's crazy, honestly.
you know
Like,
what it sounds like, Kev? We need to become S God tier level.
content creators.
Well, not content. Well, we're already that.
Yeah.
What we need to do is become programmers and build a new engine
call
that's
it
not Unity.
call it Unity 2.
It's called U2. There you
You
go.
too. Or the band
I'm about to say, hopefully the band doesn't have
issues.
a trademark on that, so we might have to work out the kinks. But that's incredibly stupid.
Yeah.
Why would they? Okay, I'm not trying to be. Like, you already have a product that people enjoy using, and plenty of people, indie gamers, are using it. I'm sure because it's more feasible to not, to bring their game or bring their idea to fruition. And hey, guys, you've already lost. You've already hemorrhaged money as an indie developer, more likely than not, making this thing, and you've been using our engine. But we appreciate you so much using our engine and putting our name out there with your product that we're gonna charge you. So we already charge you. I'm sure there's a charge with buying the program to begin with.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
now every time somebody buys the game, before you see a dime off of before you see a penny off of the dollars you've already lost, we're gonna take half of that penny for real.
That's
Like,
crazy.
what the?
What?
I hope, and I don't give a shit about changing the policy after the fact. it's like Coca-Cola be like, hey, we're changing the recipe. There's no more cocaine in it. And then we had this. It sucks. All right, guys, we'll put the crack back. Like, come on. Like, it's like, sorry about that, but you've already broken that line of or level of trust or that line of trust that you built up with these guys because they were coming to you for a reason.
Yeah.
So, um, that I don't have much more for that. That's just cheeks.
I'm hip.
As an establishment, as a company that quote unquote, because some of these companies like, oh yeah, like we want to appeal to them, what to do. It's A24.
Yeah.
A24 has all the weird movie ideas you can probably think of, and probably a lot of those people wouldn't get the opportunity. But if A24 was like, hey guys, so once we we film the movie and et cetera, whatever money the movie makes, I know we have a contract, but a part of our thing is now we're gonna take, let's say we're gonna take 20 million strict right back into the company after the sales because all of our movies go stupid. But if a movie only makes 20 million, you're not making shit. I'm putting a wild number because movies are a lot different, are a much
Yeah.
different industry. But that's
Yeah.
basically what it is. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Like you're taking money away from like they're making you money to begin with, and you want to take more before they even see the result, before they see any. At that point, you might as well just make shit for fun.
Like apparently the CEO he made a comment about a Battlefield game, and he threw this joke in this conversation about like how he wishes that he could charge people to load their ammo in Battlefield. And it's like,
What?
exactly. I don't know if I'm getting it wrong, but it's like the joke was basically that. There's sure there's some contents to it, but it was a joke, and it's like that's fucking that's insane.
But you said something key, right?
Huh?
You said that the guy who's running Unity
Was a
used to work
former
with
EA. He was former
Hey
CEO.
Unity.
Yeah.
Unity, take a page from someone who's witnessed and liked EA games over the years. Fire him. You're going to lose everyone that ever gave a fuck. He's killed. At least I don't know if he was still there, but I know EA has. It used to be EA was the, at least for sports, for a long minute. Even with 2K was out. With the last couple of, I have my own experience, but EA killed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It killed a lot of stuff. And if he
Apparently,
was there during that era,
mhm.
you're cooked. Don't do that to yourselves.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Apparently he when he said that joke, he um when he said that joke, apparently he during that year, it was like maybe 20, I don't know, it was 2012 or something. The EA was not was voted worst company of the year for 2 years, and like I don't know what else happened, but he had to resign. And apparently, as every CEO, once you're down your luck, you can be CEO again at another company.
You mean you burned a franchise to the ground? But I'm sure it was factors that, were out of your control. You didn't make crucial decisions as the chief executive officer to believe in those things. We'll give you a chance over here. And what are you making over there by chance? Was that 7 million a year? Okay, well, cool.
Let's make it.
Actually, I just recently learned that listening to one of my favorite YouTubers, some of these some of these companies that press so heavy on microtransactions, they press for it because, and I don't know which ones exactly. I didn't do that much digging, but some of their bonuses are attached to the microtransactions.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So it's like, so it makes sense in that regard. But imagine if you play any shooter. Imagine if 2K right now was like, hey, every time you want to load a new game, like you've already bought the game. Thank you. $80, bare minimum.
Yeah.
Toast, gone.
Yeah.
But every time you want to load in a My Career game, the VC that you earned from the last game, guess the virtual currency, guess what? You're gonna have to put another $2 worth of VC in. Every time you want to play, you want to get through uh like a 5 game span of My Career. Like you want to play 5 games of My Career, $3. Do you understand how fast I would burn that bitch?
That's terrible.
Refund. I'm saying
That's
it's the same what like it's like you're already charging people an arm. I say an arm and a leg, but yeah, like and you already and you don't nobody's making, at least most people aren't making games in that regard that are so balanced that you can actually, like, you have to grind so much to get currency in the game to be able to afford things that you might actually want in the game.
Yeah.
And then you put time limits on it. Like I know 2K, they have like, hey, the new virtual currency, the new the swag store has 2 hour what is it? Like Idris Elba's line was in 2K this year. So they're like, hey, if you wanna Idris Elba 2 hour whatever, it's in the swag store, but it's only in the swag store 48 hours. Or hey, we got this new Louis collab, but it's only in the store for 48 hours. If you're not, and it's in the Louis thing is like 50,000 VC. Well, most people don't have time to play 50, like 25, 50 My Career games or that many My Team games to make that virtual currency. Because you don't even make VC playing in My Team. You make My Team or My Team coins. And those coins you can earn in the game. You can't buy them, but you can only use them in that mode.
That
But you can
sounds.
use VC in both. It's crazy, right?
It does sound a little dumb. Very
It's incredibly dumb. Like,
very.
but that's incredibly, yeah. I don't like. I know it's a monopoly. I know it's capitalism. You got to get your money. But if you have hundreds of millions or hundreds of thousands, 2 millions of people buying a product to begin with, and then and then from year to year or from game to game, you're not improving that much, then why charge more for basically less and or the same?
Yeah.
Like, where's
I
your
don't know.
pride in that? Like, at least I don't know how you would keep your at least if it's for the love of the game or the
Yeah.
love of.
I don't
I think
know.
that's probably the problem. You need some people that can appreciate the business, but then also play games too.
I agree because obviously as a business person, if you make a lot of money, that's great for them. But if you sell a shitty product, that's just not worth the.
And then you're breaking, and then again, that trust thing. You're breaking that trust and confidence of the consumer. So unless it's a
Yeah.
game they really want to get, maybe then they'll be like, all right, fine. But after so many times of being shafted, you'd be like, bro, I'm not buying that
Right.
shit.
Right.
I'll
Why?
wait till it's free on Steam 8 years from now. Like,
Like shit. Yeah. Basically, or Epic Game Store. But I don't know. Just it's just I don't know. Unity is just, that shit was stupid, honestly. But
do better.
they
And you know
better.
what? I'm gonna look and see. I'm gonna start training to be a programmer so I can make it. I can make it what you call.
I my when I was in college, my counselor told me I should study programming. I probably should be doing that, but stuck doing art. She was telling me because I already have the art down. Is that a developer studio, whatever? They'll hire you if you can code and you can also do art, basically. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
there's
that's
money in
just
it.
true. Yeah. I remember a friend told me some programs I should learn, but I don't remember. But yeah. Also, you ever heard of the game Evil Dead? The game?
It is vaguely. I know I've heard of it at least. Yeah.
It came out last year. It was a live service game. It came out like March of last year or something in spring. And you know what they announced, which is like kind of sucks a lot, but
What?
they announced that they're not making more content. They're only going to keep the servers up till the foreseeable future. And it's like people bought this game and it's like I mean I liked it, but I imagine the player count went down because it had a really good debut. It was nominated for PlayStation as best multiplayer game of the month, and it's like that's great. But it's like I always felt like it was maybe missing something, or it was like it just maybe the competition was too tough because you had to fight the juggernaut, Dead by Daylight, because Dead by Daylight is. Are you familiar with Dead by Daylight?
A little bit. Yeah. I've watched some gameplay.
Okay, so like it's cool. It's a really good game. It has like multiple seasons. They just recently released an not expansion but DLC pack where you could play as the Xenomorph, but you can also play as Ripley from the movie. And it's like
Really?
yeah, there's a lot of villains in that in Dead by Daylight. Like there's Wesker from Resident Evil. Um, I don't know if Beetlejuice is in that, but what's the other? You know that other villain, horror villain? That's he has like nails on his head.
Hellraiser. I don't know his name,
Hellraiser,
but it's from
yeah,
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser. Hellraiser's in it. Obviously, Jason's in it. A lot of iconic like horror icons are in it. Honestly, and it's like,
So they
yeah,
give you a reason to come back
basically, and
or to be
like,
excited
and
about
and,
new
it,
content
and
because
it,
it's actually fucking new.
yeah, and it's in depth. Evil Dead, it was cool. I mean, they had like the Evil Dead franchise, the IP, and it was great. But it just like, why couldn't they just add more characters and just add more perks? I don't know. That's the weird thing that it got canned basically. And it's only been a year. It was only a year and some change that came out, and it's like that sucks a lot. It's like
They just gave up on it.
yeah, basically. And it's like, dude, like I don't know, like you could have tried to add, you could have tried the lane where you could have add different horror icons and have them like what Dead by Daylight does. Maybe I guess they didn't see the potential in it, which kind of sucks.
Maybe.
I don't know, like. I bought the game for $60, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. Just I could have. I don't play it as much, so I was like, yeah, I could have not bought it, but it's like whatever now. The other
Yeah,
issue,
no, that's kind of crazy. It's like it's as you say, it's only been a year.
it's only been a
Like
year and some change, and
2K
it's
keeps server. I know 2K is some shit, and it's one of my bigger references. But 2K keeps servers up so you can play online
yeah,
for at least 3 to 4 years
yeah,
after the game is out. So like it might be hard finding a match if you go back and like, hey, I'm nostalgia factor. But
right.
you could probably find someone to play the game with a year and just be like, all right, cool, bump it. Like 2K23 servers are still up, but even though they have 2K4, like I can go play online on 22 and 21 right now, I think, 'cause they haven't killed those yet. So it'd be difficult to find because they've gone 3 games since. It's a yearly update type of thing, but huh? Like
I don't know, just it's really strange because like they could have added the new characters from Evil Dead Rise. They could have added. I don't know, like it wasn't. I mean, they did dig deep on the TV series, but it's like I don't know, it's just don't let a game die. You could have made more costumes, like
literally, people go crazy for skins for
yeah,
low
people love
Fortnite.
skins, but like don't charge an arm and leg like Overwatch 2, because Overwatch 2 they do not care. They be having the most like awesomest skins, but then it's funny because why would you pay something you bought in the first game? Like that's stupid. Like that's what they are. That's what they're doing. But like, yeah, there's new skins too, of course. But I don't
I
know.
would love for there. I would love for there to be a game, or like for it to become an industry. I won't say an industry standard, but like to have like a port over from the server before. So like if the servers are still available from the year before,
Yeah,
let's say you don't want to make a new character,
yeah,
and there might be like some slight difference in like what the because every they update something,
yeah.
like the your stats or your perks might be a little different to match the new game, but be able to port over like I made this character in this game. We got a new one coming on. I really like this build. I'd rather keep this build instead of having to remake and start from scratch. Maybe I lose if I have, let's say 1 million coin. Maybe like it'd be 500,000 coin to what it comes. So you're not starting off, ape shit. If I'm 100 here, maybe I'll start off with like a 30. If I can keep my same build and keep working within this quote unquote new universe or new game, like and then so I still got to, so like I still got to, so let's say instead of my, and if I'm doing that as an option, instead of it being 60, I do like 45. Like I don't know, they got to do something, or do like a seasons type of thing where you can progress and get some of the stuff. Like you have the old game, but you can get some of the new. Like if there are 10 new maps in the new in this new game coming out, I can get like 5 and be on the same and be on the game that I still have.
Right.
Like hey, I really like this. I wonder what the others look like. Like there has to be something. At least it would make more sense. I feel like to allow just 1 or 2 more options because they put so much time into these games.
They do.
You would think they would consider the person who might not have whose parent, hey, I can get you X amount of games a year, or you can have X, or I can afford X amount of games, and I really work. If I put 300 hours, well, I put 100 hours into Assassin's Creed for crying out loud. I
Yeah.
should work, but every time a new Assassin's Creed come out, I wound up by the time like I've gotten through the story, because all of the side mission exploring, I've gotten 100 hours out of the game.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah, that's
But
good.
let's say I want, but it's like, but let's say it was let's say Overwatch. They come out with a number three, and you really like the build that you have, or you made like a whole bunch of progression or something with one character. I want to keep that. But okay, I know, like, but like, so you sacrifice something to be able to keep that same build across, like, into or like port it over.
Right.
And I know, I think they've tried it in some games, but it was too much, too many errors. But as much time as they put into it, why not consider that and work on it so they can introduce it? Because now you got crossplay in video games that they didn't have before, so you worked on that.
I feel like the only game I know that has done that is CS:GO 2. I think because CS:GO 1 has like a really big skin market economy where like you can make skins and there's an in-game currency. I'm sure you could buy it in real money. But yeah, that's the only game I know that actually has done that. That they'll transfer all your skins and your, I guess, your information and all that stuff into the next game, into the sequel.
See, that's what's up.
Yeah,
Because I remember,
Valve never misses.
and
I think it's Valve.
I'll even say, like, I know it sounds simple, but I can only use what I have as reference. 2K, one of them, yeah, I think it was like 2K19 or 18.
Yeah,
They had it where, like, because like 2K is really big on clothes, so they had a certain amount of like stuff available in the store all year online,
yeah,
but they had like a kiosk where if I had a design that if I had like if I see like a off-white shirt like on in real life, I can go and basically like take that design, upload it onto my onto my character build, like onto online into 2K's online server, like on my computer,
yeah.
and connected to my account, and then I could actually wear, like, I could make that shirt or like imprint that with that logo, whatever, and then that was dope and then all of the creator made shirts or content. You couldn't do it with shoes, but all of the creator made like shorts and shirts you could buy for like 5K VC. 5K VC is like two games if you're playing at a certain level. You can play two games and buy that shirt, and now you have it. But it's
Oh,
like they made it interesting, so they incorporated the community into getting, instead of just saying we got a brand deal with fucking Puma, and Puma has something we've created a new shirt for with Puma. Like, if I wanted, if there's a, let's say, whatever, like a Balenciaga shirt that I really like, right?
yeah.
On in real life, I could go and make that shit in the game. Like, it took time, but then I had it, period. And then if somebody else wanted to buy it, it's in the market. You just got to find it.
Right.
There are people who had legit, like, I think there's some people who just had like hundreds of shirts worth, and then I'm not sure if they got a certain amount of VC on the back end if somebody bought that design, but it made it fun. It's like, oh wow, I wonder what such and such is dropping this week. Like, you made the community a fucking community.
Right.
People would make their YouTube videos. Hey guys, I'm working on it, whatever the case may be. And when it comes out, hey, this is exciting. And then 2K made, like, if they gave them some sort of VC on the back end every time somebody bought it, that's making a community. That's what keeps games alive. That's what keeps things
Yeah.
interesting.
Definitely.
So I don't. And then they got rid of it the very next year.
Wait. So, I have one question. So you're buying shirts with an in-game currency, right?
Right. But as with the currency you can earn in the game.
In the game. So like no real money was spent at all.
Right. And it
Wow.
was, so you can buy that virtual currency, but you can earn the currency through the game too. But the stuff in that little kiosk sometimes was more affordable, and
Wow.
then in much more variety than they would ever have in or available in the in-store game,
Right.
in the in-game stores. So, like, it was, I
It's
think, like, they need to at least focus more on the community. That's what I'm
yeah.
trying to get at.
Definitely. Like that was really cool. That was cool. But I just think that obviously they were making a profit, so that's why they didn't bring it back next year. Last year, I mean, yeah, next year. But yeah,
Well, probably not enough, but
yeah.
I know
Um.
my team. Oh Jesus, I probably spent no less than 500-600 on my team this past year, like on 23.
Okay. My
But
I was gonna ask you this. My
what?
cousin wants to get in. She wants a NBA game. I guess a 2K. But
Okay.
I told her honestly, I told her like recently they haven't been that great. But then I also told her because she only has a Switch. I told her like if it's not good on the PS5, it's definitely not going to be good on the Switch. That's just my opinion.
I would tell her, okay, when it comes to at least with 2K, right?
Yeah,
Now I don't know much about Switch gameplay,
yeah,
but I can say for so right now it seems like 24 they've added a lot of stuff, especially for quote unquote next gen. Like there's some like even on my P4 there's stuff that I can't get in
okay,
P like there's a whole bunch of stuff on P5 that I don't have access to.
oh, okay,
So they have added some modes, but with 2K at least, I would say honestly, wait until after that like first month,
okay,
the first month and a half, and then you'd be better off buying it because they those first 2 3 weeks of jump shots, it's like, oh, I found the perfect jump shot. I have a nice green window. I can control it. I like my player build, whatever the case may be. 2 3 weeks later, with 1 or 2 updates, like 13 gigs worth of an update, your jump shot is broken. You can never fix it. You have to redo it. You might have a god tier level build in the first like 2 or 3 weeks of the game,
yeah,
and you've put in X amount of. Let's say you bought virtual currency to like to build up your player stats and whatever.
yeah,
But now because they've nerfed an entire a stat that you've been like, let's say you wanted to have like an Anthony Davis character, like an athletic of defending, finishing type of build with a little bit of shooting,
yeah,
and then they've nerfed the impact of your defense, right? So they've pulled down the impact of defense because there are too many defensive builds that are averaging like 20 some like they're like OP, right?
yeah,
So when you thought you had an OP build the first 3 weeks, you put in, let's say, 200K VC, which is like I think $50 in real life money. You put that in, and now that nerf is, and then that build is cooked. Now you just have a mid build, and if you play online, you will notice the difference. The
okay,
servers you will not be able to keep up. So I'd say if you get 2K, wait that first month at least, month and a half, because they'll work out some of the kinks, and then you'll be closer to what the game will remain throughout the rest of the year than the first couple weeks.
true,
But go ahead, I'm sorry. But
yeah,
24 does actually seem like at least more people. Some of the people that are always complaining about the game have actually been like praising it right now.
oh, okay, okay,
And it's not just because it's like, oh yeah, it's brand new and they added one thing. It's like people have what's it called? I know I'm gonna be pissed because I played way more my team this year than my
mm,
career, and
yeah,
then my career is really good, my league is really good, but or eras is really good, but apparently they've made some real changes to my team, and I haven't seen anybody online on YouTube play my team yet.
oh, okay,
So that is slightly concerning.
okay,
Slightly concerning, but
true,
overall, that'd be my advice.
true,
Yeah.
my bad. Um,
Um,
have you heard about the new characters for Call of Duty?
uh, new characters who are like builds or
Not actual characters.
in.
Like where you
Oh,
hit where you hip like they brought some characters from the boys to the new Call of Duty game. Like they brought Homelander, Dark Noor, Starlight. Yeah.
let's talk about it.
It's yeah. So
Starlight sucks.
she's alright. I don't know.
Horrible character. I'm a human light bulb.
I don't know.
You know how unimpactful she was in that final battle, in the final battle of that show, season 2 or 3, whatever the last season was.
Season 3. I gotta rewatch it. I don't remember.
Oh my god, Kev, Homelander is out here mollywopping people, one shot bobbing it, and then you got Billy. Was it Billy Butcher?
Yeah, Belly Butcher.
You got Billy Butcher over here, like throwing blows with Homelander, and then Homelander's incel grandfather or dad, whatever the hell he is, you know,
Soldier Boy.
yeah, Soldier Boy, Alpha Male McGirt here,
Right.
Alpha Male, I'm strong. They over here beating the snot out of each other, and we have to distract Homelander. He's too strong. It's like, all right, Pikachu.
I
At
repeat
least he
too.
could electrocute something. Like hell, I can't even say Pikachu because Pikachu would actually put in some work in that battle. She just lit up the. She's like, "Oh, I'm in a newsroom. There are lights. Let's push them to their highest until all the lights break. I hope I blinded them long enough." If somebody backhanded her one good time, it's up.
Okay.
Like you have no Maeve, for crying out loud, discount Wonder Woman. And no disrespect to Maeve, I actually do like her.
Yeah.
She had a great character arc.
Yeah.
She came a long way, etc.,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
Discount Wonder Woman actually has real impact in the show, where people literally have laser beams coming out of their eyeballs. Okay, and you telling me that she's part of the seven? I don't care for images or nothing else. And you light up.
I mean,
Horny Aquaman is it has more
horny,
it has more effect.
horny Aquaman. Wow.
Horny Aquaman has more effect than Light Bulb Girl. Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Now I know I do, and that's the thing. I know this sounds slanderous. I actually do like the boys a lot,
Yeah.
but between Starlight and Huey, I am sick of them. As a community, I am sick of them. Will they? Won't they? I love you, but you can't have powers because it's a burden. It's a burden to glow.
I mean, she's kind of
It's a
strong too, though.
sure. If she get backhand, if Soldier Boy decided, you know what, I don't like you anymore. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna glow at you. And
Uh.
that's not even her making the noise. It's the light. It's the energy surging through the lights to push the wattage.
Right.
Like what?
Let's. I got to pee. Let's come back to this. Okay. I got to pee.
Okay, are you good?
Yeah.
This time we're gonna put Kev had the shit.
I already did. I did. I drew. I drew an image and I picked the sound effect and it was funny. I can send you the pic later. All right. I'll be right back.
Okay, all right. Good old Terrence Howard.
Oof, that was a
Uh,
woozy. Big lord. All right. I now I have a suggestion. Did you want to continue on the Call of Duty new characters, or we can say that for later, or did you want to go into the boys a little bit?
we can talk about the boys.
Yeah, the boys is. I mean, my impression of last season, I liked it, but I just feel like I don't know. I have to rewatch it, but I just felt like. I mean, Soldier Boy was it's really strange because he's basically a sociopath, but like, and like a macho like alpha male. But it's like I kind of like Soldier Boy, even though yeah, basically.
Strong, and I survived the Russians.
Yeah, but then like
I've
it's
been alive.
I'm here been stupid because like he wasn't a soldier. He was just someone who was chosen to try the serum, and it was a facade basically. He had
Captain
this
America.
yeah, basically. I mean,
Captain
America.
America is a sociopath.
Basically, but Captain America had like a heart, you know. He cared about the country and that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, no, Soldier Boy was yeah, no,
He's a
no.
dickhead.
Also, I will say this about the boys, and I guess because it just kind of threw me off when they were talking about the party that wound up just being a massive smut fest.
Are you talking about the orgy party?
Yeah, I was not prepared for Pinwar in the screen. Okay, like he answered the door with his dick, Kev.
Of course he'll come back, you know, because he was there in season 2.
It's like,
Oh god.
it's like what am I watching right now?
Yeah.
It was that did throw. I say threw me off. It was like, oh, okay. Like I didn't like it in Game of Thrones. Why would I like it here? I don't like sexual things in my superhero films. It was just like, shut up. I get it. It's like that one did catch me off guard. It's like, wow,
I forget.
sick.
There was a director who was like, "Oh, you know, superhero movies are afraid of like putting sexual shit," and he was like, "Yeah, I put like sexual shit in my shit," and it's like that's cool, but it's like I don't know. It's just like I feel like it's like a 50-50. You know, some people like it, some people don't.
Well, yeah. I just know. I say I just know. In the comics, of course, it was there. Sometimes it was implied. Sometimes it was just straight out in the screen. I told you that one Spider-Man storyline where Mary Jane, just slept with Green Goblin or Norman and cheated on him. It's like, huh, huh, what? What?
Right.
And the comic pages for that they was just added. Like, oh,
Right.
wow.
Wow.
He's wow.
Ha-
Easy for a kid. It's imagination. But it was still off-putting, but it was supposed to make you feel uncomfortable. I just wasn't anticipating in a live action show the door to be open and dicks. I was like, I mean, I got over it quick. It's like, all right, it is a show, but yeah, that was like, all right, you guys are pushing it, but it was fine.
I feel like Amazon encourages that shit. I don't know why.
Yeah, but between Invincible, at least they're a lot more. They give. I feel like they give a lot more. Like the stuff that you might not be able to pull off with the Marvel or Disney straight up just yet. They allow a lot more of the wilder things to be put on screen on their screen, which I guess to some degree because it's there in the comics, but it's not necessarily marketable. But people watch it, so maybe eventually we will see a bit of a change in some moments.
Right.
Like I know they were implying at one point, Marvel was doing the whole maybe Hulk and Black Widow they have a connection. Hey, big guy, the sun's getting really low.
Maybe.
But it's like,
Oh, it's the sun. You're right. Yeah.
Kev, ain't no way.
That was
The
short.
Hulk,
That was short lived.
incredibly shortly. And then she was smooching on Captain America, the next one, and could be, yeah. And now, yes, it was to be spy and make people uncomfortable, whatever, whatever. But she was smooching on somebody else.
Oh
The
yeah,
very
yeah.
next move.
In Winter Soldier.
The very next film, she was smooching on Captain America. Do you think the Hulk would be okay with her smooth if they were actually, had a little bit of emotion? You want to make the big raging green monster who in the comics can one shot the universe? You just want to know. It's like, hey, it's like, imagine Captain America if he was devious and wasn't such a great guy. Hey, I kissed your girl. It's up. The Avengers are no more. You talk about Zemo wanting to ruin the Avengers. That would have done it. That would have been World War Hulk right there. The movie completely changed. Haha! Surprise, guys! It's not Thor Ragnarok. It's Universe Hulk. We're done.
Oh my god.
We're cooked.
That's funny. Have you kept up with the new Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man comic line?
I can't say I have. No, not yet.
One of my friends,
Or which one? I don't know. 'Cause I
Amazing,
listen to some stuff.
Amazing Spider-Man, I believe.
Let me see what I've listened to a comic explain. Let me see because you know how you just turn stuff on,
Yeah.
and I'm one of those people. Sometimes I do just kind of stop listening for a while until he's done with the whole thing,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
because I don't commit time to sitting down and read comics anymore. I
Yeah.
do love them, but I don't sit down. I was a kid. I'm sitting in Barnes and Nobles and Borders
Yeah.
for years. But
Uh,
like I can sit in there for hours and read. And also, Books a Million. I don't know how there's still so many of you around, but I don't like you.
why?
You guys suck.
Why? I'm just curious.
Just because they're still around and Borders is gone, and my heart is with Barnes and Nobles and Borders. Because my first experience with the Books a Million was the one in Arundel Mills, and it was like, what? All the books are smashed together. You can't find anything in here. And then I walk into Barnes and Nobles or Borders, and it's open and it's airy, and you can actually see the books, and they're lined up in order. It looks like somebody just said, "Hey, you want a bookstore somewhere?" and shoved it in like one of the smallest possible areas to have books in. It's like this isn't inviting.
Right.
I hate books. Like Books a Million is the place you like. I order a book and I'll come in when you have it because this would piss me off. It did. I don't like Books a Million, and it probably just is just from that first experience. But bleh,
That's fine. Yeah, I don't have a preference.
bleh.
I mean, it is sad that Borders had to close those years ago. Was it ever a big company, or was that like a always like MDVA kind of company? I don't know.
I think they were a pretty big company, but I think just over time they kept trying to compete to a degree with Barnes and Noble,
Uh,
and then like the ad. So Barnes and Noble's still around, but then you still had like mobile books. So I say mobile books, like audio books.
yeah,
The new Amazon and Kindle came out,
that is
make it more
true.
convenient. And then
Yeah,
as time goes on now, we can just have it on our phones. Like
yeah,
you can buy a DC subscription to have access to their entire catalog and read them on your phone.
yeah.
So I think that didn't help, and Barnes and Noble was a much bigger company, so it didn't hit them as hard. But Borders just couldn't keep up. So
Damn.
between trying to compete and then compete with so many different factors, they got cooked.
Okay. So for the new Spider-Man, do you want me to tell you?
Um,
Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So apparently Craven's son um gets the soul essence of Green Goblin. I don't know what he's trying to use it for. And then Spider-Man's trying to stop him. And then one thing coming to another. And somehow the soul essence is into Peter Parker. And it's like, that's crazy. And I was like, that's a
Oh,
cool idea.
I heard a part of it because now like Norman is a Norm. Yeah, Norman is now the Green Goblin's essence is, or like Norman is in Spider Man's body.
Yeah.
Where he's doing a whole bunch of weird shit. I say weird shit. He's just mean.
He's just, I don't know. Isn't he like a
Fucking
typical, like a,
psychopath
like an evil,
psychopath stuck in Spider Man's body.
like an evil Jeff Bezos?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What is this? Nightcrawler becomes Spider Man. See, yeah, I missed something.
I
That was
I don't keep up at all. I just know this tidbit from a friend when we went to the gym together, and it's like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. He was saying like this is basically Marvel's chance. This is Marvel trying to do a Batman that could laugh, and I'm like, I see
okay.
that. I do see that.
Okay.
And
Okay. Oh,
I haven't read
here's a good one.
that Batman
Man
can
Who
laugh.
Laughs.
I have not read it. Yeah.
That Man Who Laughs is actually great, Kev.
I know. I don't read comics and I don't really watch videos. It's like, yeah, I know. Sucks.
Listen to them. Turn them on while you're doing something else. Because that's what I have to do. Like if I'm driving, or if
Yeah.
I'm like walking or work at work, and I'm kind of doing like now like paperwork type stuff for the
Yeah.
leagues.
Yeah.
It's great. It's the only
Okay.
way I can probably keep up. But Batman Who Laughs is actually
Great.
very worth it.
I I'm gonna have to put on my list. I don't know, like I always wanted to like be more scheduled, like have a schedule, but I just it's weird. Like I always try to do a to do list, but like sometimes I just say fuck it. I just not to say do whatever, but like I just have a mental to do list of priorities I want to get done. But
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
lot.
it's a lot, but it's like I get to it eventually. You know, maybe I don't know. Just probably obviously over past when Inktober's over and shit. I just do more because I don't know. I've been lacking a lot of different categories lately, like watching shit. I have like comic books over there behind me. I haven't read like that blue book and like a whole bunch of comics and manga I have. It's just like it just sits
Yeah,
there.
so you got some backlog for real.
I do. And it's like well, it's whatever, but yeah. But did you want to
Okay, so
talk?
that leads me. I was about to say that leads me to a potential topic.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Who are your top three heroes you would like to see as villains, or you
Oh,
like the villain, or you like them as villains better?
oh,
I got two of mine.
like them as villains. Like
Better.
oh, better.
So you can do either one. So top three heroes that you would like to see evil,
Yeah.
or ones that have already had some sort of evil iteration out there that you like better.
You know, it's really strange. I'm just gonna throw this out there. The only character I like that was a villain that kind of turned into a hero was Magneto.
True. Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I like that's what I like. I would the only one character I thought of that hero that turned into a villain would be Wolverine. But like, cause you know
Mm,
Wolverine's very dangerous. Obviously not to Magneto, but he's very dangerous.
Weapon X, baby.
Weapon X. Like I feel like if he like something happened to him to progress his unit growth, like he became more like more grotesque, more sadistic, like a kind of like a monster. I feel like he would make like a very scary villain, like a killing machine. Like he already is a killing machine, but he has his humanity and his
There was
compassion. Yeah.
there was one I just saw, and I have to like look at it. But there's a storyline where he actually, what is it? Somehow he becomes Ghost Rider,
Oh, I didn't know. That's
and that just looks fucking amazing to me.
yeah, definitely. You know, I imagine his hair is on his head's on fire. Like he has those claws. That's
He
crazy.
said the claws,
Yeah,
and then like you think about Ghost Rider can find anybody anyway, but then it's
it's
Logan.
yeah, it's Logan.
So he already has this, if he goes to, if they go like Savage Wolverine, whatever, and then the Ghost Rider power behind that is like it might be another Planet Hulk.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a
Oh
wrap.
yeah. Uh,
Um,
was it?
okay,
Wasn't there a cosmic? No, yeah, there was a Punisher Ghost Rider, right? I believe that or
yep,
Doc.
yep, 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 yep.
There's also a Doctor Strange one too, I believe.
The Doctor Strange Ghost Rider.
No, Doctor Strange Punisher, I
I was about to
believe.
say, if you said about to say Ghost Rider, Doctor Strange,
That's insane. Because Doctor Strange
that
by himself is really powerful.
is OP. And I know it's like, oh, people are stuck on the movies too. Oh, he used butterflies and whatever. He dispersed an attack in the butterflies, guys. That's what he did.
Wasn't it a black hole too?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you
Right.
give a guy that can conjure up a black hole,
Right. I don't know.
and then you give him Ghost Rider, the spirit of vengeance.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Um, I will say so. I'm going against my normal Marveldom, but my favorite iteration of a hero as a villain. Can you guess who it is, Kev?
Is this for Marvel characters only or Batman? I mean, not Batman, DC characters.
DC and Marvel. And you know
Okay.
who like my favorite because like iterations that are already that there's an evil version that exists right now.
I feel like I don't know. You do like Batman a lot, so I feel like it might be the Batman who laughs. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with that because I don't really know any other comic.
It's not Batman, and it
Okay.
goes against everything in me typically.
Oh, is it Injustice Superman?
Bingo.
Oh, okay, yeah, because he kind of became like a like a dictator, like a like yeah, he became like a figure of fear, you know.
If there's nothing I hate more. Where's my okay, there it is. There's nothing I hate more than a god tier character with a heart that you never know their quote unquote power scale.
Right, that's
Like
Superman.
I understand, it's because he has a heart and he was raised human because like we saw what Zod was. But then he just decided in the movies they're like, oh, he just snapped Zod's neck. But in the comics, he really got after Zod for real. Like, and he'll do what he has to do to take somebody out, fine.
Yeah,
But Injustice, he took his heart away.
yeah,
That brother he made Harley Quinn a hero.
yeah.
He made Joker a martyr. And think about the fact that Joker is literally the reason that he like turned evil, quote unquote. But everybody's like, "Oh, Joker didn't quite deserve that." Are you telling me that psychopath? You made that dude look normal. There was nothing I loved more than when of course. So of course, like I read the comics or like I listened to the comics, but then I watched the game. I wish they would do a movie. What's it called? But DC still pulling their shit together. Hopefully they get around to doing Injustice at some point.
Yeah,
But the fact that he literally is just like it's like, oh, you killed my wife and she was pregnant with our child. I'm going to rip your heart out of your chest and either you join me. You got Hal Jordan, the strongest and most willpowered Green Lanterns. Like he's one of the greatest Green Lanterns ever, or the greatest Green Lantern. He became a yellow King Lantern. Became a Yellow Lantern and joined Superman. It's like, hey, buddy, you got it. You make that guy the greatest Green Lantern ever turn complete heel. You know what? I'll give into the fear. He's like, "Dog, we could have hope. Fuck your hope. I want to live." Like I love because it's not because it wasn't like oh I wonder what Superman will do. It was Superman at his it was like hey you want there to be no more crime? Guess what? Forget your presidents. Forget your governments. I'm an alien, and any version of the quote unquote rock that might be, and that was my biggest thing. Superman as a hero is kind of my same frustration with like Captain America, but Captain America isn't as OP as
Superman.
as Superman.
Yeah.
Like Superman is legit a god, and I know that was a video. Like there have been videos over time that people are like they go through like the problems with DC because they have all these like god tier level characters that kind of deal with like almost average people, but that's why Batman is so popular within or what they're like the Batman and the Flash. Because the Flash was just a normal fucking human, got into a science experiment, like had an accident happen, and now he's a really heroic person.
Yeah.
But and he has god tier level powers too, but he's relatable. Batman was a human who went through all the torture in the world to become a problem to these other godlike characters. That's why he's a what's it come. But Superman, you're a god,
Yeah.
a literal god. And then, and so I'm not trying to be funny. So is Wonder Woman, but you can piece her up. Aquaman is a god within his own right, but you can give him, but you like can nerf him to like you can fuck him up too. I loved Injustice Superman because if you're gonna be Thanos, I get it, right? And low key Thanos in what Endgame was I didn't like that one, and because like he was a lot more egotistical than what you call like you have, and they didn't do all of the whole backstory where he was a mutant and his parents disowned him, they tried to kill him. They didn't do that in like the MCU,
Yeah.
but but Thanos is just like but like the Thanos that we got in the first time we saw him in the what Infinity War,
Yeah.
he was like I know who I am. I'm not afraid of the Hulk. The fact that they were like, yeah, he was in the Ebony Maw, his long nasty ass fingers, and Cullum sitting, whoa, 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 I'm gonna beat this guy's ass. And he was like, and Ebony Maw's like, let him have his fun. Do you understand how my heart dropped? And was like, what the fuck you mean let him have his fun? And then Thanos ain't even dodging, he just pop, pop. He's Mike Tysoning
I'm
the
him.
Hulk.
Yeah.
I love characters like that. It's like, no, I don't want to guess what your power level is. Or, despite a Superman, one moment, oh my God, Mister Mitchell Spitlick, he punched me in the face with a multiverse or whatever. But then I go to any other multiverse and I can solo squad their version of the Dark Justice League or something. But then, oh my God, Darkseid beat my ass. Next movie, nope. I'm just or next episode of the TV show. I'm tired of playing around. I'm gonna murk everybody. Injustice Superman, I'm gonna murk everybody. I'm just gonna murk you. You don't like it? What? The man killed Shazam. Shazam is a child.
Oh. I. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, they were like Billy Bat. Shazam is Billy Batson. Like
Yeah.
he's a kid,
Yeah.
and he straight up held that brother eye beams through the skull. I don't want to hear Superman has an affinity to be weaker to magic what's it called? If he wants to solo squad, he can. Do it. There doesn't have to be any crime in the world. And when Injustice Superman came around, guess what? There wasn't any crime in the world. Because they knew whoever is like if it's like base level. Superman is the ending of it. But he got Green Lantern. So before you ever see him, Green Lantern is coming after you. This OP version of Cyborg, because now he's tapped into everything because Superman because they've killed the world government. There is no world government. Everybody answer to me. You want the World Health Organization, whatever? I'm that. You come to me. Your president, whoever your free nation is, ain't nobody free.
Right.
It's one nation under under me, the alien superpower that just wants to that's like fuck it. You have it's like you have a nuclear bomb. I can dismantle that with my bare hands and throw it into the sun for fun. Do it.
Oh my God.
I loved it. I loved it.
It.
I'd rather know that you have that. I'd rather know this is the god tier level character, and then it's Homelander. You know why everybody likes Homelander? Because we don't have to guess what his power level is. It took somebody that was literally that they took DNA from to make him to start piecing him up.
Yeah.
And then Bully Butcher, somebody who has motivation and an excessive amounts of this superhero making serum, excessive amounts to be able to make him bleed a little bit. I'm here for it.
Right.
Let's get it. I don't want to see struggle.
Hey, can you give me a moment? Sorry, I answered this.
Yeah,
Well, that was a waste of time. It was nothing.
that's all right.
I hoped it was that job, but oh well. You can go on.
I thought it might be. I
Yeah,
mean, but
so
that's, I mean, as you said, call him, see what's up.
def-
Because sometimes it took
definitely.
him, it took him almost a month to get me where I am now,
Yeah, I gotta call
and that
them.
was, oof, that was a adventure. But yeah, no, I don't. It's like I'm gonna say it too. I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man, like my first character that I really like fucked with for real was Wolverine.
Okay.
That was like my intro to comics was the X-Men, but I always liked Wolverine more. Hated Cyclops, bitch made, absolutely hate him.
Yeah,
Simp,
Boy Scout.
Boy Scout, I mean, and I think it's just Boy Scouts, goody two shoes, and
Yeah.
it's ironic because that's what people called me when I was growing up. Like yeah, follow the rules because it makes what why do I want to challenge the system and go to jail?
Right.
I'm a walking stereotype as it is, but it's like it's okay to follow the rules. But I don't want to see my heroes do that. But like even Spider-Man with the black suit, you take away a little bit of his care, of his his what's it called, and he's a demon.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Kingpin is this big, walloping,
Hulk.
monstrosity of a human,
Yeah.
basically Hulk, like average, like normal person Hulk.
Yeah.
And then regular Spider-Man, hey, I don't want to beat your ass, Fisk, whatever, whatever. Like I'll piece you up, but I don't want to beat you up. I just want to put you behind bars, because you're doing bad stuff. Black suit Spider-Man, I am backflipping all over your back, backflipping and punching the dog shit out of you
Yeah.
because I don't care right now. So even in everybody, I know we have like memes now from it, but Spider-Man 3, the first one with Toby,
Yeah.
Sandman, Black Suit Spider-Man was not fucking around with him.
He was trying. He
If
was
you
trying to kill him. Half his
if you
face.
take if you take anyone's face to the side
Of a train.
of a train,
Yeah.
it could have been one of them trains from a western. You gonna feel that shit. You are in
Definitely.
some pain.
Definitely.
I don't care what universe you're from. You're gonna hurt.
That's what I
Okay,
heard. Yeah.
it's gonna hurt. He held his face to the side of that train until three-quarters of it was gone. And then when he's floating away, and then it's like rained on. Good riddance.
I'm here. That was good writing.
Good. I don't like to see people that I know are S tier or can solo squad struggle. I don't.
hmm
What the fuck is a Craven the Hunter? I know. He's really good. He's a really good human. But there's no way that African darts, with some herbal essence, should be knocking out this human that's at peak levels with the proportionate power of a spider. Spiders are OD. People let bees live more than they let spiders live. Okay, I'm just
Right.
saying you don't see anybody afraid of Bee Man. You ain't seen nobody make a character off of Bee. They make the Wasp, but she got a suit.
Yeah. She got
She
suit.
got a suit. What's Homegirls? That's from. There's another one that's in DC that was in
Teen
Teen
Titans.
Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Uh,
remember. Hornet. I don't know.
sure. Let's call her Hornet. The principle of the matter is, ain't nobody really. Ooh, zap 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 zap. When she was flying around, you know what? One of them. I think it was Slade or somebody in Teen Titans. Get over here. If you see an actual spider run, them spiders from Harry Potter are horrifying. You understand me? Actual nightmare fuel.
Right.
Actual nightmare fuel. You're gonna tell me this human who is at peak ability for humans, and then has genius level intellect, also has the proportionate strength and abilities of a spider, and you telling me he's struggling against but he's not. It's not even Hercules. It's a dude who lifts a lot. It's Jimbo. It's Joey Swole with a goddamn. It's Joey Swole or Chris Bumstead with a lion's cape on. I've killed several lions. He's killed. He can kill half the universe if he wants to. Thanos. He's punching Thanos, and Thanos is like, hey, 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 goddamn it! You telling me that he's struggling against Chris Bumstead with a jacket? Please.
Right.
So I like the versions where they take away some of that heart or that quote unquote care.
Yeah.
It's basically take away the humanity. If you
Yeah.
need to get it done, and that's the thing. Now, after reading or listening to Batman Who Laughs, there are the Batman Who Laughs, like the leader of them. He's actually not the best character out of them
It was,
because one of the because he goes around to different dark dimensions and
yeah.
pulls the team together of Batmans that are really what you call.
Yeah.
One of them, one of them legitimately just captured the Flash, took the Speed Force. So now it's like red whatever the fuck it is, Red Death. That's the Batman who's taking the Flash's essence in this dark universe. What?
That's crazy.
And he actually has and like each of some of these different versions have like their own backstories that are greater. There's a Batman as a part of the collection from Dark Universe or the Batman Who Laughs series who
Yeah.
killed Ares. Kev, he becomes Ares. Batman, Bruce Wayne as we know him, becomes the god of fucking war. Huh?
That's cool. That's really cool.
It's incredibly cool. It's
Definitely.
dope as hell.
Yeah. That's
It's like
crazy.
what? Kid, I love stuff like that
It's like
because
it's funny because it's like they gave it's like, all right, Batman, you're gonna do what Kratos did. That's it.
man, all I'm saying is I like the recklessness in some of my characters. You
Yeah.
can give them the emotional arcs, but you can give them all the emotional arcs, etc., etc. But when it come down to a fight, Batman, Batman, like those versions of characters, I enjoy immensely. The Hulk, just like, oh, the one above all. Oh, you're a god. Guess what? I'm a human that got some mutation. But y'all tried to, but y'all blew up the planet my family was on. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna fuck up this is my Earth's mightiest Avengers. I'm the strongest one. I don't care about your brains, your strength, your energy powers. You can send the whole damn planet at me, nuclear included. I'll still be here and you won't. Because I can just absorb the radiation.
Right.
Like, what?
I gotta read
The
that.
fact that the version of Hulk that becomes Galactus's herald and then beats Galactus's ass. I love shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta
I love
read
shit like
more.
that. There's even a, well, they explained it somehow. So the one above all is also the one below all. Like there was like something happened like in the primordial phases of the universe, but the one below all is like the source of the Hulk's power. And then when the one below all takes over the Hulk, oh,
Are you referencing that comic where like it turns out gamma radiation was basically devil radiation?
right, yeah, yeah, yeah,
That one,
yeah,
yeah. So I was like,
yeah. Yeah.
oh wow. I remember hearing about that. Yeah.
But it's like let's keep this up. We like this. We like this.
Yeah.
I love it. Personally, I
Yeah.
love it.
That's good.
Okay, I'm sorry, but yeah,
No, no, no,
that
no, no.
was my
Don't
that was
worry.
my
Don't worry.
that was my comic brain. It's just like if I know I know people have the issue with Smart Hulk. There was a phase of Smart Hulk in the comics. He's still piecing everybody up.
Yeah.
When it come down to it, he is still piecing everybody because in reality, they haven't given him much opportunity in the movies yet. But if you take the Hulk's brawn and then you put Bruce's brain with it, yeah, there's gonna be a problem because it's not just a raging. It's not just a raging, monster walking around. It's an intelligent monster with the ability to still get angrier, like stronger as he gets angrier.
Yeah.
Huh? And now you might have that emotional aspect because Bruce is there too. So, hey, you hurt Bruce's feelings. And
Oof.
now I'm angry. And I'm just gonna get angrier because let the Hulk hit something and it doesn't move. What is he gonna do?
He's gonna try
Get
it.
angrier.
He's gonna get angrier. Yeah.
Get hit harder.
Yeah. I feel like this
This
is.
thing.
I feel like this is a good segue. Talk about that Captain America movie, Captain America 4. I forget what it was called. It was renamed twice now.
A new world order or something like that.
Yeah, it was named New World Order, but now it's something else. The thing that's interesting because like, so
I'm
you know how the old actor for it was like the military commander in the Hulk series, Ross.
Ross. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That actor died I think it's been like a year or two. So he got replaced.
Yeah.
He got replaced by Harrison Ford, and it's like that's interesting. A lot of people are speculating about like if he's gonna be the Red Hulk in that movie, and
I think he probably is. It's Brave New World.
Brave New World, yeah. So it's really funny because when a fan asked him Harrison Ford about are you gonna be the Red Hulk in that movie, and he was like, "What? I don't even know anything about Marvel." Some shit like that. The Harrison Ford like, I just get paid. What the fuck you mean the Red
I'm
Hulk?
getting paid. I'm
I'm
just
just
in the
here.
movies.
Yeah, I'm just here. It's like what the fuck, dude. Yeah, but
I
it's
actually kind of am excited for that for
uh,
different reasons.
it's rumored that the She-Hulk and Hulk are gonna be in that movie, which probably sounds cool. But I agree with you. I would like to see more Hulk action. Honestly, Smart Hulk's cool and all, but I mean, I don't know. I kind of like the Savage Beast. Yeah,
Yeah, because I get it. I
yeah,
do.
yeah.
But when they have the Thunderbolt, or like, was it because Hulk had his own team at one point, and that was just weird because that was actually a whole
Um,
bunch of inbreds. But
yeah, I remember you talking about, but yeah, because they had the A Bomb, they had She Hulk, of course.
mm,
Thunderbolt Ross was there sometimes. I don't really remember. I don't think it was like a big team. There was a TV show too, but that's funny because growing up, I used to love the Hulk, but I don't think I read his best works yet. Yeah.
yeah, I'm actually because I've also invested time into watching every single show from uh from Disney Plus too. So I'm excited to see Sam. I do hope they give him some sort of power boost or let him take the serum.
Oh.
But
Um. Hmm. Does
I
he?
do hope they let him take the serum because right now he doesn't have it.
Does he? In the comics, does he ever get the serum?
I can't necessarily remember right now. I know there is a version that does, but I
Yeah.
think there's the typical is Falcon turns into but then he doesn't have it.
Yeah.
But
I'm listening.
they did a lot of I think they for what the MCU has put together so far, they did a good job of I said they did a decent job of making it realistic. Because of course it's like, oh, everybody like why didn't he give Bucky the shield? Because Bucky is his own fucking character at this point.
Oh, in the comics or in the show?
In the MCU. And like in the show, yeah. Like
Uh.
why is it Bucky, because Bucky's also 100 plus years old.
Yeah, and he got some kind of serum as well, I believe. I don't know.
He has the serum too, and when it came down to it, first off, I still have beef with Bucky because him and Captain America. Hey, my best friend killed your parents. My best friend killed your parents. Well, I'm mad about that, and I want to fight him. I can't let you fight him, Tony. And then they proceeded to try to mollywop Iron Man. Keep your fucking hands off my Iron Man. You understand me? Keep your grubby little patriotic mitts off of my Iron Man. Yeah, like, imagine I come to you like we're best friends, right?
Yeah.
And then let's say Charles is Tony Stark, right? So I'm the Winter Soldier, you're Captain America, and I've been on ice for years, and all they said is they never came back, whatever, whatever. But you knew the entire time I was responsible for Charles's parents not being here anymore. Charles finds out, hey, I want to run the fade with you because you're the Winter Soldier and you're the one, like all the rest of them are gone, but you're the one who pulled the trigger. Even if you were under mind control, I have to run the fade. I get it. You're under mind control, but I have to fight you.
Right.
I lost my parents. You come in, hey, I can't let you fight Dre. He didn't know what he was doing. I'm not worried about you, Charles. I'm not worried about you, Kev. I get it. I get it. But I have to fight him. I might lose, but you know what? We're gonna proceed. But he's like, no, Charles, I can't let you do that. And Charles just powers his suit up. You have the shield. I have a fucking super arm
Super arm, yeah.
that's not vibranium yet, but will eventually be.
Yeah,
I have a
yeah.
super, but I have a super arm, the same strengths and abilities that you do, and I've been a trained killing machine. Like you have a heart, and I've been a trained killing machine without it.
Yeah.
Let's go. It's like, hey, let's jump Charles because he wants to fight you for shooting his parents. Let's jump him right now. It's like, hey, you know how you caught my shield earlier when I didn't know you were you, Drake, because I haven't seen you for so long? It's like, you know how you caught my shield? Let's tag team and throw the shield to each other. It's like, punch. Here's the shield. Punch, throw the shield. I catch the shield. Oh, catch the. Oh. And then Kev, y'all have been friends for longer, at least more recently than I have. You thought I was dead.
Yeah.
Basically a ghost.
Yeah.
Basically a ghost that came back, and I'm still responsible for murdering his parents.
Right.
And then you over with the shield, and then I'll put it in your power source. Thank God Tony got the surgery so that he wasn't relying on that to live anymore, because you just would have killed one of your friends
Yeah.
for a nigga that you thought was dead.
Right.
That's still the villain in this particular situation.
Right.
That is highly fucked up.
Yeah.
And then after all of that, we gonna get to some movie. We gonna go through the movies, whatever. And you send me and then you send Charles a burner phone. You send him a track phone from the Dollar Tree. Hey, buddy, I know we got a lot going on, but if something happens where the world is on fire and you need me, I got you. Picking up that phone, Charles, I'm picking up that fucking phone. You're out of the Avengers. You're not a part of the club. You're the Chris Brown. How you get out from outside of the club? You can't even get in. I'm not calling you. We might wind up with the same place, finding the same person, but we cool no more. I'm not fighting for you nor with you.
Right.
It's like, what? And then Tony just laying there with his little suit depowered. Like, thank God he had the surgery to remove the shrapnel in number 3, or else you would have just killed your friend too. So now we're both murderers.
Right.
It's like, that was one of the wildest. I remember watching that scene, getting actively upset. It's like, you know what? I know I didn't like you, Captain America, and I damn sure don't now. How dare you keep your patriotic little mitts off of my Tony Stark? You understand me? Off. You and your little treacherous, murderous friend.
Right.
And then people are like, oh, Bucky's gone through so much growth, so much character growth, because he's going to therapy now. Because he's going to therapy, he's going through character growth. Meanwhile, Sam Wilson, hey, I was in the army. I've been serving my country. I got it. I got my flight suit back. I've been helping protect. I'm a normal human. I'm a black dude, a normal human.
Right.
Help with a jetpack on for real, with some guns in these wars where people have infinity stones in their scalps. Okay, shooting and firing off at fucking interdimensional. I'm not interdimensional, but like alien war dogs.
You're like, oh, I fought with a raccoon too.
Right, I fought with a raccoon to help save a talking
Yeah,
raccoon.
he could talk.
Right, to help save the unit. A tree that's an entire vocabulary is I'm Groot.
I am Steve Rogers.
Right. I'm out here flying around, dropping bombs with Rhodey,
With missiles.
whose legs don't even work.
Exactly.
In a goddamn suit.
Turned out he was a Skrull.
And he wasn't even real. I'm thinking, okay, I got another brother in here because Chadwick is gone.
Yeah, Chadwick's gone.
Chadwick is gone.
That's
Black
terrible.
Panther ain't even here no more. I was like, okay, I got another brother with me, like somebody else that understands the struggle. Because right now, while I'm out here fighting for
The planet.
worldwide peace
Yeah.
for the planet, my family is in Louisiana. My dad about to lose his little boat that's struggling. The boat is falling apart right now,
Yeah.
and I can't even get a loan. I just saved the planet. I can't even get a loan.
That's
Credit is
crazy.
excellent.
That's crazy.
Credit is excellent.
That's crazy.
It's like and Shield could just wire me the money from they could have had it to my account 8 years ago.
Yeah.
But I'm still a normal person. And then you tell me that and then you want the murderous treacherous you want the murderous dude with the vibranium arm because he's in therapy, you want him to be Captain America. I'm out here with real life struggles and still saving the uni and still helping save the universe, save the planet from aliens and big fucking green goblins
Green
or
Goblin.
purple goblins and shit that are strong as the Hulk that fight the Hulk. If I get hit, I'm done. My
Yeah.
cave is gone. Now nobody's getting alone, and the boat is gone. I got all of that happening. I got all of that happening. My family just want to fish for real. My family just want to fish for real. I just want to go back to Louisiana, see my sister, say hey, be a good uncle, and I'm out here helping. I can't get a loan, and you want and through all of that, I'm showing mental fortitude out the ass. This guy, this net, uh, Golden Corral, fucking podcast, podcast where random ass words, and he goes into a trance and does whatever the McFuck you want him to do. He's in therapy. Let's give him a shot, guys. What? No, no. I'm literally the captain now. I'm Captain. Steve Rogers could have handed Bucky that goddamn shield. And then because I know what it comes with, like the pressure and shit, I'm not even sure I want it because I know what Steve's memory is. So I'm conflicted because I'm not even sure I deserve it. But you just want to pass it as a fan. You want to pass it off to that guy? No, I'm I'm snatching it back. I'd rather the actual shield stay in the Smithsonian than him have it. Let him paint a trash can lid. Make him a new shield. I don't give a damn. But no, he's not Captain America. No, the
Wait,
people
so
are ridiculous.
the Winter Soldier, he hasn't became Captain America in the MCU, right? But
No, we're saying
yeah, no, but he wanted to. Is that the idea or no? Or that was just the comics?
so. No, it was no. In both, he kind of went through like the struggle of what to come in, but so there are different comics where like sometimes Bucky becomes him,
Uh huh.
sometimes Falcon or Sam becomes him.
Okay.
But Sam, for the most part, is the other.
Yeah.
Like at least from what I know, he usually becomes what to come. But you know, it's
Yeah.
optics and it's the movies and oh, we Bucky. Just because Sebastian Stan plays him and you think he's hot doesn't mean that he deserves to be what's it called. And there's no. This isn't a slight against Sebastian Stan. He's a good actor, but Anthony Mackie is a fucking great actor too.
Yeah, he is.
Have you seen Altered Carbon season 2? Did
Uh,
you watch Altered Carbon?
nah, we talked about it last episode. That's something I have to watch.
Have you gotta watch Altered Carbon?
I'm
Fuck
trying.
Invasion.
I'm trying. Are you serious? You wanted me to watch
Fuck
Invasion?
Invasion.
Fuck
I
Invasion?
know you can watch Invasion too, because Invasion like it's cool, but Altered Carbon is
Okay. I'll pick one and get to get on the horse.
Altered Carbon, low key, like you got two. Like season one was one guy, season two was one guy, but was I forgot who it was in season. I think season one was the captain from Suicide Squad. I think that was him in season one, and
Captain
then
from
season two,
wait, which one? The first Suicide Squad or the Suicide
the
Squad?
first one. No, he was the same in both.
When you mean Captain, do you mean Captain Boomerang or
No, not Jack Courtney. Hang on, I'm gonna find him.
okay?
Because now I might go back and just have on Altered Carbon today, just because it was that good, and the
Okay.
premise is good. Like the story building is good. I know I'm pretty. It might be a comic. I'm pretty sure it has to be.
Yeah, I think it's a manga actually. I don't know, but
But
yeah.
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It seems like
I'm gonna find it.
do you want to talk about a certain role that Robert Downey Jr. was in recently?
What was he in recently?
He was in Oppenheimer.
I still haven't seen it. I
You
wanted to.
you gotta watch it. That's a good one. That's a great one. It's by Christopher Nolan. It's really good. Like do you want me to spoil it to you? I mean, it'll be spoilers, but
Yeah, you can.
okay.
I ain't worried about spoilers. I'm watching it any damn way.
Oh, so like I didn't notice, but it was pretty smart. So like throughout the whole movie, they talk about the struggle of making the atomic bomb and stuff like that. It goes around like there's leaks about like leaks to the enemy, like I think Russia and Japan, and of course Germany, about like about the atomic bomb. They're because they got the brightest scientist about quantum physics, which is Oppenheimer, and they're trying to like contain leaks and stuff like that. But then this is interesting because it's so weird. At the end of the movie, they won, they got the atomic bomb, Japan surrendered, that kind of thing. But then the second part of the movie, it's like Oppenheimer goes into scrutiny because Oppenheimer, I didn't notice because I don't really study history. Oppenheimer, he has visited communist parties before he started working on the A bomb, and like basically he goes on a shit show, dragged by some people, and like it's really funny. So he's invited to make the A bomb by the character Robert Downey Jr. is playing as. And he, based on an interaction with Oppenheimer and Einstein, Robert Downey Jr.'s character, he thinks that Oppenheimer's no good. So like after he makes the A bomb, he scrutinizes him, sets him up, and kind of want to pull his career down under the rug for he doesn't have a say on nuclear policy that he's trying to push for. And then like. So it's weird because it's like wait, Robert Downey Jr. was the villain? Like what the fuck? Like that's what, and I'm like whoa, like I didn't see that coming. And I was like, it was so good. Like I highly recommend it. I was lucky enough to see it in IMAX. I would say if it's still in theaters, you should watch it. It's really good. It's worth it. Like obviously, a lot of people, when it comes to Christopher Nolan, he's a realistic director. And he always goes for practical effects. So a lot of people mean about like, oh, when he drops the atomic bomb, well, him requesting Warner Bros. Can I use an actual atomic bomb? And it's like, bro, no, but like,
so it's like, can we actually get a mushroom cloud without it causing air traffic control issues?
Right, but like that scene where he dropped the bomb, it was great. It was amazing.
I definitely want to check it out.
You should check it out.
I wanted to go see it, and then there was a lot happening, but I definitely want to see Oppenheimer.
Yeah, you should.
I had no desire to see Barbie.
So, same. I mean, I'm a big fan of. I mean, I like Margie. What's her name? The chick who plays Harley Quinn, Margie Robbie, I believe. But like, I like Ryan Gosling a lot because of Blade Runner and Not Prisoners. Nice Guys. That's another movie we should check out. But like,
okay.
I'm just not into Barbie. That's really it. But I'll probably watch it. I'll probably watch it one day. I don't hate it. Just
yeah. If when it's free on some platform.
Yeah, definitely.
It's free.
Free, right? But yeah.
When it's not $20 to see it.
Right. But do you want to get into the Call of Duty characters they announced?
Yeah.
So like how I mentioned Evil Dead the game. So it's strange because I think the same week they announced that Ash from Evil Dead is going to be a character you could play as in Call of Duty. Him, you could play as. You ever heard of Hellsing, the anime?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alucard's going to be there too. The big kicker is Spawn. He's going to be a character you could play as in Call of Duty. And you know who came back to voice him?
Who?
Keith David.
David.
Yeah, Keith David.
I love Keith David.
Yeah, man.
I fucking love Keith David.
He's a star.
So you're telling me that Ash from Evil Dead is going to be a playable character in a different game, but the Evil Dead game...
it got canned. I mean, sure, servers are still up, but content for it is gone. It's done.
What the...
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. It's kind of
sure something money wise, but that sounds incredibly counterproductive and stupid.
Maybe it's creative differences. Maybe Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell really wanted to do something, but maybe the developers were like, yeah, this is gonna be too much, or I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, it's just speculation. Cause like it was like 2 years ago when the Evil Dead the game got teased on Game Awards, and then it's out. DLC came out, a couple patches, and it's like, oh, we're done with it. You guys can still play it though, but we're done with it. That's crazy. Yeah,
that is crazy.
Yeah, but it's really funny because I was like thinking, oh, the boys, oh, that's cool. Like it was almost like they're trying to do their own Fortnite thing. And I'm like, that's cool. Like the boys isn't in Fortnite. And I'm like, that's fine. But then like, oh wow, they brought.
Probably won't be for a while.
Probably not. And then they brought Nicki Minaj and Snoop Dogg, and I was like, oh wow. I mean, I guess you could do that. I mean, I'm sure people will love to play as Nicki Minaj,
Oh yeah, a new Chun-Li.
Mm-hmm.
Because she actually had a song called Chun-Li.
Yeah, I remember. I didn't listen.
It was horrible.
Oh, I didn't listen to it. I don't listen.
Much like a lot of her.
Much like what?
Much like a lot of her newer music. But I don't want to get us canceled before we ever start flying. So we can have beefs. We can have beefs with rap fan bases later on in the podcast.
Later on the podcast. That's true. Yeah. But I don't remember any other games that were not games. Characters that were announced for that game for Call of Duty. But I just find it interesting because like I don't know if you noticed, but it's been in development for a long time now. But Todd McFarlane's been trying to push for a Spawn movie. It got picked up by Blumhouse. He recently gave it up. Yeah, it maybe like 2-3 years ago. It was announced that Blumhouse is gonna produce it.
He's working on it. Okay.
He obviously, because of the strikes, he said that has halted the production for it. So that makes sense. But it's been a while, honestly. Like I remember, I drew a Spawn drawing back in 2016, I believe. And
I remember.
Yeah, and that's when he kind of low-key announced it. I guess I don't remember. But I don't know. I used to be a big Spawn fan. Like I loved the comics, and I haven't read all of them, but I used to love Spawn a lot. Yeah.
Keith David. Keith David.
Yeah. You ever seen The Thing? The 80s one?
No.
That's if you want really good practical effects and like a really good sci-fi thriller, that's the movie to watch. Like it's made in the 80s and the practical effects, huh?
I was saying it's held up pretty well.
Oh yeah, the practical effects, they are really good. Like it's crazy. Like you should watch it. Like I'll watch it, but like I've seen it so many times. But I mean I wouldn't mind watching it again. But like it's really good. Like it's just lovely. Like it's good. And then like John Carpenter, he wrote the score, and it's just like a kind of synthy.
I feel that name a lot.
Yeah, John Carpenter also. No, am I getting the name? Because there's the director. No, I'm getting it wrong. I'm sorry. John Carpenter was the director. I don't know the guy who wrote the score, but the score for The Thing is really something. Yeah.
Well, it's on Peacock, so I got it. I'm gonna watch. I got tomorrow off too.
Make sure not. Well, I'm not saying the 2011 one's bad, but watch the 80s one, not the 2011 one. This is the 2011. Because
the 2011 one, I haven't heard great things about.
The only interesting thing I noticed that like one of the actors for Game of Thrones was also in the 2011 one, but that's just that's not much. But yeah.
All right, bet. Well, I got something else to watch. Add it to the list.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about?
If you want, we can wrap it and see what else we want to talk about next week. Or I'll watch The Thing so I can talk about it next week because I think you pretty much probably have it in your head for the most part. But I can commit to watching it.
I see a lot of it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember some things. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we can wrap it up. Let's do it. It's all. Let's see. Let me take the time. Yeah, an hour and 30. That's fine.
Yeah. That's a clean little break.
Definitely. Yeah, that's fine. All right. I'll wrap it up. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. Thanks for coming to this Final Battle podcast. If you watched the whole thing, thank you. You are the homie. You are listening to content creators kings, or I don't know how you say content kings, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah, we do this for real.
We do this for real, yeah. Bing bop.
Bing bop.
Bing bop. Fuck your chicken strips.
Right. If you got this far, put a bing bong in the comments.
Put a bing bong in the comments. You know that thing you said, you know that video you sent me from the guys from New York, Coney Island, and like, if you see my dogs in the lawn, just know I'm going hard.
You see these dogs? You see my dogs in the front yard? Huh? Just know upstairs I'm going hard. Bing bong. All
right, guys. Take care. Have a good one. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, follow Spotify, whatever it is. Thanks for the support. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
You see.